Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the high impedance state? Actually, three state will be there. One is 0, 1. That already everyone knows the binary state. Ones and zeros will be there. High impedance state is there. What is that?
So, don't know.
See, every buses, if I'm connecting to any device means either it will be connected to plus 5 volt. It represent 1.
Either
Otherwise,
1, sir.
otherwise 0. So 0 volt in the sense it represents 0. 1 represent 5 volt, 0 represent 0. If the high impedance is nothing but I'm disconnecting the line. If I disconnected, it represent the open circuit. Open circuit represent high impedance. So that the buses are not connecting to ground or it is not connecting to the high voltage. Simply it is like a metal. That's it. So that's why it represents a high impedance state. So that what will happen? The buses are disconnected from the CPU. It goes to high impedance state so that the DMA will give the permission to the device not to transfer the data to the memory. Otherwise, the device will give the it will give the access to the device to get the data from the memory. So this is the operation of your DMA. Now let's clear. Let's clear.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. And here for DMA we having a 3 mode of operation. One is a single transfer, and another is a burst transfer, and last one is a bulk transfer. So single transfer, name itself mentioned. So one by one it will go. Okay. So at a time. So if I start the session, it will send the first bit. After that, again I want to start the second bit. Again I want to start the third bit. So that is nothing but a single transfer. Okay, like for example, if I want to copy a huge files, I will send one Word file, and second I will send one PDF file, and third I will send the third file. Likewise, so single transfer at a time. Only one file I'm going to transfer. Otherwise, I'm going to transfer only one byte. Okay, and second go to that one. So burst transfer. So what is a burst transfer in the sense? At a time I can send some bunch of data. So in terms of few kilobits, for example, I'm going to send or I'm going to transfer the 10 PDF file at a time. Okay, so that is a burst transfer. And third is there, bulk transfer is there. And there will be a difference between burst and bulk transfer. Burst transfer having some limitations. So it will transfer up to few kilobytes only. But if you go to bulk transfer, whether in terms of MBs, so megabyte also I can able to transfer. Okay, so that is the difference between the burst and bulk transfer. Bulk means once I start, it will keep on transferring. Once you completed all the data transferred, after 20 it will stop. So what is the difference? Single, burst, and bulk? Anyone?
Sir, single means transferring at only one PDF file like that at a time,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
But
So it
means
is transferring only byte wise, one byte, one byte,
yes,
one
sir.
byte. Likewise, it will transfer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Burst means we can transfer some amount of kilobytes,
Yeah.
not single one byte, 2 byte.
Is the
We can,
entire
we can,
bulk one is
yes,
full
sir.
one.
That means full. We can
Yeah.
transfer complete things.
Huge files we can transfer.
Huge
Huge
files
files,
you
sir.
can transfer. In the sense, it once the communication started, I am, for example, I told in terms of files. You can tell in terms of bytes. So once it started, the data will keep on transfer. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Why the participant are going and coming? What happened? Even though I changed the settings for management permission,
Sir,
something
Sometimes
is
network
happening.
problem, sir.
sir,
Okay.
Due to network problem, it's going out, sir.
sir,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
சார் எல்எஸ்னுக்கு வெளியே போயிடுச்சு உள்ள வர மாட்டேங்குதான் சார்.
எழில் அரசனா?
ஆமா சார், இன்வைட் பண்ணுங்க. அதான் ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கானா சார் இன்னும்.
ஓகே. ஏன்னா இங்க எனக்கு 2 நேம்ஸ் வந்தது. அகைன் ஐ அட்மிட்டட்.
சார்
எழில் நேம் வரல எனக்கு.
இன்னும் வரலையாங்க சார்?
இன்னும் வரல. இப்ப 2 பேரும் வந்து கேட்டுச்சு, நான் பர்மிட் பண்ணேன்.
ஓகே சார்.
எழில் வரல.
ஓகே சார், கேட்டு
Ask him to give it again. Yeah, Muhammad Najim is entering. Inform பண்ண Ailasக்கு again. Ask him to try. Okay, so like I said, the same statements are given here. In this, they told, so DMA transfer is facilitated by the DMA controller. So control is nothing but the control signal which I told previously. So it will request the CPU in order to access the bus, as well as once the CPU given permission, that is nothing but the acknowledgement. So the permission granted. Likewise, CPU will send. So these are nothing but the controller. Okay, and you can able to see the same thing. So data transfer occur efficiently between the input output devices and system memory with the least processor intervention. So thing is, it is not disturbing the processor, so that the processor will do their work separately. It won't disturb the processor. So processor will do the process separately, and DMA will use it to transfer the data from the hardware to the memory. So what will happen? Simultaneously, we are doing the two operations. So speed of operation will be increases. Suppose if the transfer will be depend on CPU, in the sense CPU has to do their job, as well as it has to do the transferring between the hardware to the memory. So it may take a lot of time. So that's why the DMA will be used in your every embedded system. Okay, and you can able to see the last point which I told. The system address and data buses become unavailable to the processor. So what I told, once it give the access to the DMA, the CPU will disconnect from the buses. It will put the buses to a high impedance state, so that the DMA will take the control of the bus, and it will use the bus to transfer the data between your hardware and memory. So like you said, just study the statement. The system address and data buses become unavailable to the processor and available to the input output devices that connects DAC. Okay, so let's be clear about DMAC. Sorry, DMAC. Is it clear? So DMA is direct memory access, and this is a controller. Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
And next, so typically the DMA control including 3 registers. So one is the starting address register, and another is the length register, and third one is the stated register. So starting address register is used to send or store the starting of your addresses. So which memory location I'm going to store. So we know that memory won't be always empty, and you're not going to store the data always from the initial position like 0000. So initially memory have some content, and we have to check what is the available memory and what is the address of that one. Okay, so that address, so where I'm going to store, so that is nothing but your starting address. So that will be stored in your starting address register. Okay, and next is length register. So what is the length register? So before sending any data, I want to know what is the length of your data. Why? Because I want to copy all the content to the memory. So I want to know that the length of your data which you're going to transfer, as well as the space which is available inside the memory. So if you're transferring any data from pen drive to a laptop, or from laptop to pen drive, see, it will first check the storage. If the storage is not sufficient, it will ask, right? So storage is not sufficient, you have to make it free space. Is it right or not? So thing is, simply we should not send the data and it has to be stopped once the storage is not available. So before itself, it has to make sure that the available space is enough to transfer the data. So that will be stored in the length register. So if length register is known, in the sense we can able to, okay, I can able to do the transfer. If it is not, in the sense I will cancel about the transferring the data from input output to the memory. Okay, so that is the second register. It is called as length register. And third is register, status register. So what is the status register in the sense? It has to inform the status of the particular operation. So status in the sense whether the transfer is completed or not, whether it is delaying or not. So what is the data rate? So for how far the speed of operation, how fastly I'm transferring the data. So those kind of status will be stored in your status register. Okay. So these three registers are very playing a main role in your DMA controller. And can you able to see the diagram? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So listen here. Initially, DMA is not active, okay, and CPU is in active modes. It is executing the, the bus. The CPU is using the bus, okay, and CPU is under the process. And the third one is nothing but the bus utilization, okay. So once you are going to transfer, the DMA will ask the permission. So that is nothing but the bus master request. So I am asking, I want to use the bus, give the bus to me. Likewise, it is the DMA will ask the CPU. So what it will do, so initially you can able to see the CPU. Okay. So CPU is using the bus. So they represent in small gray area. And once it give the permission, the CPU will be disconnect from the bus. So bus will be used by DMA. So you can able to see the DMA in black colors, and as well as at the same time the bus will be available for the DMA, so that it can able to utilize the bus for the DMA. So after that, what will happen again? Once it is stopped, in the sense the bus will be accessed by the CPU. So that this diagram representing the how the bus are utilized by the CPU as well as how it is utilized by the DMA. Okay. So CPU stalls in the sense it is not accessing the bus. So they represent from this point onwards. When it given the permission to DMA, afterwards the CPU is not accessing the bus. It stalls already. And previously we seen the diagram. The same thing here they represent in elaborated manner. Okay. So here DMA controller is there, and bus interface unit is there, and a port with one or set of addresses. That is nothing but the port which is available in your microprocessor, and additionally device to send and receive from the RAM. So these are nothing but the hardware. So here I can tell in your laptop you're having the ESB port, right? So that is nothing but the port. And if I'm connecting any devices, that is nothing but the device to send or receive from RAM. Okay. And here we having the internal RAM, and these are nothing but the buses. D0 to D7 is the data bus, and A0 to A15 is the address bus, and BAU is nothing but bus interfacing unit. So whether a small box, and that bus interfacing unit is available inside the processor. So like I said previously, the operation will be same here also. So what it will do, the DMA will send the bus hold request in order to hold it. So that what will happen, the processor won't utilize the bus, it will hold it. So after once it is stopped, it will give the acknowledgement. Okay, bus, I'm giving the bus to access by you. Hereafter I won't do any operations. Likewise, it will give the acknowledgement. So that acknowledgement is given to that bus available acknowledgements. So once the DMA received that one, after that it will do give the access to the hardware to communicate with the RAM separately. So you can able to see here the address will be the address bus as well as the data bus, which is connected to from RAM to the port. Okay. And as well as here you can able to see the DMA request and DMA acknowledgement from decoder. So initially, if I want to transfer the hardware, want to transfer to the RAM, it will ask permission. I want to transfer that. So once it received, DMA will send the hold request to the processor. So from the processor, it got the acknowledgement. After that, it will give the acknowledgement to the device, the hardware device by DMA acknowledgement from decoder port selector. Okay. Once it's given action, after that what will happen? The hardware will access the RAM directly. So this is the entire process how the DMA are working. Okay. Has any doubts in DMA? Can anyone explain what is the DMA shortly? What is DMA? Guys, what is DMA? Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So what is DMA? If I'm asking audible, anyone will open your mouth. If I'm asking any question, you people are not answering for me. Just simply, what is DMA?
Sir, direct memory access, sir.
Okay. What it will do operation?
Sir, it transfer data
It will transfer the data.
from the computer to the RAM.
Computer to RAM.
Sorry, the
It will make the facility to transfer. It will make the facility to transfer the data from the additional hardware to the memory without interfacing from the CPU. So that is the main point. So here you can able to see that. So DMA, the direct memory access, is required when a block of data to be transferred between two systems. So two system will be memory or hardware, or a hardware to memory to memory, or a memory to hardware, likewise. So between two systems without the CPU intervening. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
that is the DMA. So and you've seen the operation using the block diagram and how the buses are utilized. So once it is giving the access, the bus will go to high impedance state, so that the DMA will access the bus. So CPU will stop accessing the bus. After that, the DMA will take over the control. And you can see the three mode of operation. One is a single transfer and bus transfer and bulk transfer. So these are three mode of operation. And you already seen what is the DMA controller. Okay, so what are the control inputs are available, and in DMA controller, what are the registers are available? So three registers: starting address, length address, and status address. These three registers we seen. And then yeah, so this block explains neatly how and what is the initial step and what is the final step. So from starting to ending, how the process will go on. So this last diagram, you understood, all of you? Or I want
Yes,
to
sir.
repeat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. It's okay, man. And that NPTEL courses, MOOC courses, I will check which courses you want to register and you have to do. Okay, I will tell later.
Okay, sir.
Sir, it's compulsory.
Sir, 3 hours.
Yeah, ma'am. You can able to see that mail is forwarded through, I mean, from Dean ma'am. So she asked me to forward to the students, not to make the students to participate.
Okay, sir. Because
Sir, only 3 options.
they kept NPTEL, sir. Last time they said it's compulsory starting, sir, and they're saying it's optional, sir.
Okay, right now from the instruction given, it's in compulsory. And maybe so for compulsory in the sense not to make you to go through new aspects and improve your skills. It's not like you people are thinking like it's an additional burden for you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because
So courses, MOOC courses, see, MOOC courses will be useful, and we are teaching the which is covered in the syllabus. So MOOC courses is beyond the syllabus. So if you know that course, anyway, you people are final year, right? So not to do your project yourself, they are making this as a compulsory. So don't think it's a burden. Finally, what you people are doing without knowing about the project, you people are just purchasing. So maybe if you attend this course, you may get any ideas not to implement. And they told they are giving you some kind of kit also, so that you can able to do your own project. Why simply wasting by purchasing the projects in outside? Do you know the project right now? How much cost? If it is a hardware license, surely they will charge 15,000, 12,000 based upon the how many hardware you are using. Minimum, if they will ask you 12,000. The maximum up to 20,000 based upon the hardware you are using. If you know how to do the project, and you can complete within 2 or 3,000, not more than 5,000. So think about it.
okay.
Yeah. And this courses, anyone attended previously? Any online courses? NPTEL?
Yes, sir. Missions too.
Okay. Whether you written examination or only course you attended?
We attended,
So,
sir.
sir, only course attended, sir.
But
No,
last
no.
day,
Actually,
they told it is
course,
optional.
anyone can attend the course, and examination is optional one. They will tell the date. So you have to select the session when you want to write the exam, and where you want to. So when you want that. So you have to pay
Okay.
for that exam. You have to pay 1,000 rupees. If it is course, means
Yes.
NPTEL course is everyone they can access freely. So if you want any certificate, in the sense, you have to surely attend the examination. So that is an optional one. And here they mention in mail, actually, wait, I will project the mail to you. All of you, I will project the mail which is received of you. Can you able to see the mail? All of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So look at here. So you are requested to inspire, motivate, and drive all your students to participate in. It's a 12-week course. Remember system. The registered participants will get an exclusive opportunity to work on the free MSP 430 lunch MCU lunchbox kit. So they are giving one microcontroller unit. They named as lunchbox kit. So which is given by Texas Instrument. So that's why I am asking you to register, and I will see what courses they are given later.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir, this one I didn't get, sir.
Hmm?
This file I didn't get, sir. You have not
This
sent.
file.
Yes,
No
sir.
attachment. Huh?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'll forward. It's not showing any attachment. It's not showing attachment. I don't know why. Forward. I don't know why it is not attached in the file.
Sir, in that file only it will be, sir, forward.
No, this file is, I think, browser is available. I will try to send. Whether they are giving this link. Here also some files are opening. I think same they will give. I think so. Special category. Wait. Yeah. So in the link you can open the files, ma.
Okay,
Link
sir.
you got it right. The same file which is attached that is given in terms of link only. Yeah, 3 files are opening. So here they given one swayam.gov. The system. So here it's representing. Click dot swayam dot the link address swayam.gov.in and etc. So if you click here, you're getting join, enroll. So if you select this, you can able to join. Yeah, I will post the link here. Okay. I will post in chat box. Even you can able to see the chat history of previous class also, right? Hello. Hello.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
You can able to. Okay. So this link will be available for any time, so you can able to access it, ma.
Okay,
Let's,
sir.
okay. So I will take that attendance then.
Thank you, sir.
Numbers.
Sir,
Pratik,
we need to sign in, sir.
you need to. Yeah, sign in. You have. Yeah, you have to.
Okay,
So that
sir.
the notification, if anything is updated, they will notify to your mail.
Okay,
You don't want
sir.
to access it. So if any assessment is given, any videos updated in the sense, they will give notification through mail. So without mail, they won't agree.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So Pratik Kumar, why did you join at 128? Pratik Kumar Gupta, is he available? No, he left. He joined and he left, ma, at 151. Okay. So Naveen Anand. Naveen Anand, are you there?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And Nirmal Kumar.
Sir, அப்படியே sir, hello.
Yes, sir. Nirmal Kumar, sir.
Sir, Naveen Anand Prasad, sir.
Yarpa?
Naveen Anand.
Naveen. Okay. I noted. Pradeep.
Thank you, sir.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Bala Ganesh.
Yes, sir.
One time is enough, ma. Any lesson is there or left? Left or joined? Is there? Jay Surya.
Yes, sir.
Arun.
Sir, present, sir.
Adarsh.
Yes, sir.
Why did you join at 1:13?
Sir, network problem, sir.
That's problem. Same man. Naveen B. Naveen B. Naveen.
ஹலோ சார், எழிலரசன் சார்.
சொல்லுப்பா.
சார் பிரசன்ட் சார்.
ஓகே, அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்கும்போது கரெக்டா இருக்க, ஸ்டார்டிங் இன்டிமேஷன் கொடுக்கறது கரெக்டா இருக்க.
அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்கும்போது கரெக்டா இருக்கு சார். நான் உள்ளே இருக்குங்களா? ஆனா நீங்க பேசுறது வந்து விட்டு விட்டு கேட்கும். நீங்க அப்ப கேட்டது எனக்கு இப்பதான் கேட்டுச்சு.
எந்த ஊர்ப்பா வந்து?
சார் நான் இங்க தஞ்சாவூர் பக்கம் சார்.
தஞ்சாவூர் பக்கம்.
தஞ்சாவூர் பக்கம்